In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to use Evernote as a curation tool. Now, right now we are looking at the PC version of Evernote, and the great thing about Evernote is no matter where you're at, whether it be your tablet, your phone, or your computer, you can access all of your notes. So think about Evernote as just one big storage file system. So within Evernote, you have different notebooks. And so I've created notebooks on some different topics. And you can always very quickly go to notebooks and search for one right there. And the cool thing is with all of these notebooks, you can also add simply by right-clicking and doing Create Notebook. Or I can also export my notes out as well. So I can create notebooks for items that mean something to me, and I can organize them in whatever fashion that I want to do that. The other thing that Evernote does is every time you create a note, you will go ahead and add a tag. And so here's an example of some of the tags that I've added. So I can not only search by notebook, but I could search by tag. And so by organizing my resources in this manner, it allows me to find things very quick and easy. Now within Evernote here, I can also use this as a place just to take notes. So I can simply click on New Note, and now I could go ahead and type out anything that I wanted. So not only is for tagging information on the web and storing it, but if you do want to use it as more of a note-taking device, you can do that as well. So you can see when I clicked my note, I'm going to go ahead and add a title here. I could then go ahead and choose which notebook this is going to go into. So I'm going to go have it go into my standard notebook. I could add a tag right here. So this is just going to be my Bob tag, which is just standard kind of need a general tag. And so then I can kind of put my text right here. Now I can also add multiple tags. So if this note taking goes across several different tags that I want to use, maybe it's going to be technology and social studies or something like that. We could go ahead and do that. You'll see up at the top here we do have a sync button that allows us to sync all of our notes on all of our devices. So if I, for example, I have Evernote on my phone, I have it on my iPad, and I have it on my computer. Well, no matter which of those devices I use, everything syncs to one account, which is really, really nice. And with Evernote, the cool thing is I'm using the free version, and so you get so many megabytes per month. In this case, I'm getting 60, and you can see I have not used very much of it at all, so I'm not having to pay for any of this. If you become a heavy user and need to pay, you can always upgrade to the premium edition. So one of the other cool things about this, and we're talking about being connected and sharing with others, all of these notebooks I could share with somebody. So if I right-click on a notebook, I can share that notebook. And so I can set this up so I can invite individuals to see it, or I can just create a public link. And if I create this public link, I can now go ahead and I could email this out, I could tweet this out if I want to, but now anybody could get to see the notes that I have taken or everything that appears in my notebook. So it makes it a great way to share resources. So how is Evernote used for curation? So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Twitter here, and let's say that I have found a resource that I really want to go ahead and keep. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on one of these links here. And so I go to the web, I find something I really like. Well, I have downloaded in the upper right hand corner the Evernote web clipper. So I can go ahead, I can click this, and then it's going to tell me, okay, what notebook do you want to go ahead and put this in? What tag would you like to give this? I can go up here, I can change the title if I want to. I can also add any additional comments. And then I have my choice of how I save. And you can see right now it says save article, and you can see what's outlined in yellow. That is what will actually be saved. I could also just save the full page, or I could just save the URL. So depending on what I'm looking at, I may choose full page, or I may just choose article. But I do like to have a picture reference and not just the URL. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And so now it's clipping this and putting it into my Evernote. So now that I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and bring back up Evernote. So this time, when I go ahead and sync, I'm going to go ahead and click on here, and here you go. That note is now in my Evernote here. I can always go back, edit, change it. You can see I've got the link that came right here. and I can add additional tags. I can change all that information. If I put it in the wrong notebook on accident, I could go ahead and do that too. So you can see Evernote is a great tool. Works very much the same on your phone and on the iPad, anything like that. So definitely check it out for curating resources.